Hello, welcome to the Cup Night channel. My name is Shane, and today is the 31st of October 2025, otherwise known as Samhain or Halloween. So, yeah, happy Samhain, happy Halloween. For those of you who don't know, Samhain is the Celtic traditional holiday that Halloween is largely based on. So, yeah, look that up if you're interested. Today I will be connecting to the energy of Venus, which is currently in the constellation of Virgo in the 10th house. If you go by True Sky Astrology, the actual position of the planets and the stars according to observational science. So, yeah. So Venus is kind of like in the thighs of the Virgo constellation right now. I'll show you on my phone if you can see that on the camera. I'm not sure, but there's Venus. There's the constellation of Virgo. The sun is still in Virgo, although it is starting to transition into Libra now. And then also you'll notice Venus is almost conjoined with this fixed star Spica down here, and I was curious about that because it seems significant. So I looked up just a general description of what that would mean. So I'll read that to you real quick. When Venus conjoins Spica, it highlights artistic skill, creativity, and talent, and brings a sense of peace, joy, and inspiration to relationships and endeavors. This conjunction is associated with honors, fame, and fortune, lifting not just individuals, but elevating collective harmony and prosperity, much like the saying, a high tide raises all boats. Partnerships formed or deepened during this alignment tend to bear fruit and mutual benefit. Yeah, so love to hear that. Sounds like an all-around good time for everybody. And on the pre-shuffle, we have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck, along with Temperance. So we've got peace and harmony in your environment and with others. Yeah, it seems like a wonderful day. So I'm glad to see it. All right. I'm going to start the drawing now. So yeah, let's begin. Okay, so this one, I'm not really getting a clear message from it. So I'm just going to go over kind of what I see, and then we'll draw cards to go further in. So first thing I noticed in the center here was a 26, so the number 26 or the number 8, because if you reduce that, you get 8. Could be significant to you. I also saw this gun handle with a rabbit-like figure on top of it, and I wasn't getting any troublesome vibes from it, though. So I think the symbology is more about speed. Bullets, guns shoot fast. Rabbits are fast. So I wrote rabbit with gun handle, firing into the future, precision, because guns also precise. When you shoot them, they go in exactly where you're aiming, right? So yeah. And then over here, I saw this golf club, or also a ladle. Makes me think, I don't know, nourishing games. The combination of those two, it just depends on how you look at it. But almost like this idea of play or sport is kind of like a way of nourishing yourself, is what I'm getting. So this idea of play. I'm seeing a penguin here, its belly. And it's kind of just standing over here on the east side, so towards the future, but looking back. Penguins are, flightless birds, and they are very communal, and they can swim, and they're very fast in the water. They dance, they march. and they're often used as a symbol of like awkwardness. So there could be something a little bit awkward in the future relating to the past. I was seeing TH down here. For some reason, total highway is coming into my mind when I see these letters. Total highway. I don't really know what that means. Yeah. And then I was seeing over here this kind of like feminine figure holding a microphone. And then I took another look at it on the last go around, and I saw this like angry head up here, like a fiery head, and it looked more like a wine glass in this scenario. So I wrote feminine figure holding a mic or a wine glass. Yeah, so there could be some angry communications possibly coming from feminine energy who may be under the influence slightly. I'm not sure. And I saw this turkey looking up, the number 4 here, and also 4A. 4A sounds like an apartment or something to me, or a location. Nothing specific comes to mind. Number 4 always makes me think home, family, foundations, ancestry, things like that. And then I did see in Penguin's belly this like Venus flytrap, which is funny because, yeah, we're connecting to Venus today, and it's kind of like grabbed onto this like string or this strand, which kind of turns into like DNA here, it looks like to me. So yeah, Venus flytrap holding onto a strand of DNA. I wrote line of DNA, but yeah, strand. Yeah, so that's all we have on that side. I'm going to do this one a little differently, and we'll go ahead and pull some cards, because I'm not getting like a significantly clear message from any of this. So let's start with the rabbit in the gun rabbit. What is that about? What is like, what are we aiming towards? What are we trying to like move fast towards? Oh. Okay, so we got death. Transformation, number 13. Most appropriate on this day. Okay, so we're speeding towards transformation with precision. What else about this can we know, please? Let's see. Just pull 2 more. Got the Hermit and Ace of Swords. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like we are quickly transforming ourselves with the Hermit, the solo energy, in the light of truth. And we have the Sun on the bottom, so yeah, that definitely intensifies this Ace of Swords here. Clarity, truth. Yeah, the path is made clear for something. Okay. All right, what is the penguin about? The penguin that's looking at the past. What is that about? Standing in the future, looking at the past. Okay, let's see here. Got the Tower. Right underneath Death. Queen of Pentacles. I was picking up on a lot of feminine energy in the drawing and the Page of Wands. Oh my god, there it is again. Like every reading I do, this Page of Wands is always there. So some kind of fresh creative energy, and then the Empress on the bottom, rebirth. Yeah. Okay, so very heavy on the feminine and fresh new energies. Yeah. This is like, you know, with the Sun and the Ace of Swords, it feels like information, and it's like a kind of a tower moment. Something big is being revealed, something new and exciting. And once again, I'm getting this idea of like pregnancy. I mean, look, both of the pregnant queens are out, the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, so, and once again, I'm feeling very heavy. This penguin is like awkward vibes, so it seems like whatever this release of information is might be a bit awkward at first, but it brings in something completely new. Potentially an actual child in some situations. Okay. And then finally on this one, what is the, well, actually, this makes a lot of sense. Feminine holding a mic or a wine glass. So to me, this feels like two different people from two different perspectives. One is delivering some information, and the other one is reacting to it, potentially by self-soothing with some wine, potentially trying to numb some sort of pain associated with this revelation, with this news. That's kind of what I'm feeling now. Oh, and then the Venus flytrap holding onto the DNA strand. What is that about? DNA strand makes me think, once again, something to do with family, ancestry, lineage. Venus flytraps, they close whenever something lands in their trap, right? So it's like something has landed in this Venus flytrap. It's caught onto something, and it's not just like inside of it, it's a strand. It's like pulling on something. And this, I was seeing this in the belly of the penguin, so it's related to this awkward message here. All right, let's see. Venus flytrap, please. What is this about? Get the Magician, something that was created. Knight of Wands. Oh, okay. And the Empress again. Oh my god. Yeah, literally. This is like pregnancy, 100%. Three of Wands, voyage, a new adventure, facing the world, expanding. Yeah, expansion of the world. Yeah. Okay. That's what I feel like that's what this is about. It's, yeah, something brand new coming into the world, and it feels like a baby. Oh, I can't wait for this message to move on. It just keeps coming through. Ten of Wands, responsibility. Yeah, I mean, you know, what requires the most responsibility? Being a parent. Four of Wands, the house, the home, the family. Yeah. This is an expansion of family, of the house, of the home. It's funny because we have the ring was on the bottom for the archetypes, and then the king. And they're both upside down, but with the ring being upside down, the only thing that's really emphasized to me is this star at the bottom here. It's like this, it's like coming through a portal. It's like the star is like coming in, right? And then the king, this is like handing down information, like making something, revealing something is what I'm getting. Actively revealing. Some kind of commitment. Yeah, and then I'm going to have to cover this one up a little bit, but the vessel, which is all about like the, yeah, being a vessel for something, like aka being pregnant, right? Yeah, okay. So that's coming through heavy. Let's go on to the next side here. Here, the thing I noticed the most was this genie figure kind of looking down from above. And they've got this like big like 80s updo. Almost like, it reminds me of kind of like the Bride of Frankenstein or something too. But it has this magical like genie-like quality to it. And I'm seeing my here, M-Y. The letter M was coming through very strong, so once again, heavy on the maternal. There's another M, M, M. It's everywhere. M, M. So yeah, mother. Also in the middle here, I was seeing like pixie, but spelled really strangely, P-Y-X-H-E. Not really sure what that's about, but this kind of like magical energy coming through again. So once again, this idea of creation. Genies implies kind of some kind of like wish. being granted. I saw high over here, down here in the corner, and then a closed pathway. So there's like this like tunnel or entryway here with an X over it. So it's almost like some things are being cut off. Some pathways are closing, maybe due to what this new thing that's coming in is. Number 8, or the limnus gate, the infinity symbol. Coming through, once again, creation. A very heavy energy of creation. So yeah, something very tangible and new is entering the world. I'm just gonna ask a straight up question. Is this like a physical child? Is this an actual child? Like, is this a baby? The answer to me is yes. But we'll see what the cards say. Okay, I'm just gonna pull one. The Hierophant. Okay, so a marriage and 2 people coming together, right? Let's see what else comes out. 6 of Wands, victory. Yeah, that's a confirmation. And 5 of Cups. Okay. Page of Swords on the bottom, so there's a child. This is like information regarding, like new information. There's some kind of sadness associated with this. What is this 5 of Cups? Four of Wands. Yeah, it's related to the home. I feel like for whatever reason, there's some sadness surrounding this situation. Why the 5 of Cups related to the 4 of Wands? Five of Pentacles, loss. So we have loss under victory. And these are related to each other. Financial loss related to, I don't know, maybe somebody is leaving the scene. Is it, I don't know, the father? I don't know. I hope not. So we have the Hierophant over here, which is like the institutional marriage card, right? Alright, let me grab one more. 8 of Cups, withdrawal. Yeah, somebody's walking away from this. 3 of Wands, voyage, yeah. They're choosing a different adventure. Man, I really hope that's not the case. It sounds like an abandonment type situation. Just feelings of abandonment have been coming up a lot lately for me, so. And I did have on one of these sides, this side I believe, I saw 2x. 2. Yeah, right here. 2x. And it made me think like something's repeating itself. Right, like this is the second time, or something like that. Like it's happening again. This is a story that's repeating itself, kind of a situation. A mask looks down. I saw this like pointy nose mask, almost like a masquerade type, one of those kind of masks. So it's like somebody who was pretending to be something they're not, and then it's like when this, when reality hits, the mask drops. We have penguin. I saw another penguin here, looking up this time. And then I had, right here, these kind of reminded me of fangs. So I wrote central fangs, or an open pathway. So like a different pathway opens up later on. Yeah, let's go back this way. So over here, interestingly, I saw H1 from this angle where it's all high, the other angle, but it made me think H1N1, which I believe is the bird flu. I also saw an upside down Psyduck, like the Pokemon, so this idea of like psychic messages with the bird waterfowl coming through. And then in the center, I saw this big bird. I wrote stoic bird looking forward. It's like heavily in the center of this. And down here, there's a woman with once again like a really big updo, kind of holding like either a cup or a cauldron, and the bird is standing on top of it. And this is like, once again, this is like a young looking bird, and it's looking to the future. It's like, here I am, and it's coming out of this cauldron. This container makes me think of this card again, which I will cover, the vessel, because cauldrons, cups, they're vessels. There's literally a bowl on this one representing like a cup or a vessel. Yeah, I think this is all saying the same thing. Let me see if there's anything else to dig into. What are the fangs about? What I was originally thinking, because it was either fangs or like an open or a new pathway, I was thinking that like whatever this new pathway is could potentially seem a little scary at first. But ultimately there's this like idea of hope or acceptance with the penguin looking up over here. And this consistency of the penguin, because this is a different shape. The other penguin was over here on the original side, right here. And this one is over here looking up. So it's almost like this awkward news or information, like the person who had to deliver it is like hopeful, despite a potentially scary situation. So let's see, what are the things about? Lovers, commitment. Ten of Pentacles, yep, family. Resources. And the Hanged Man, pause. The Hermit, solo. Two very solo energies here, and we're starting off with the Lovers, so yeah, this seems like some kind of like betrayal, commitment. Somebody thought somebody was something else, and then their mask came off and they realized, oh, nope, now I'm on my own. It's kind of what I'm getting here. It's kind of like making someone have to stand back and really think about the situation, because they might have thought they had this Ten of Pentacles with someone, but maybe not so much anymore. What they thought they had, now that they've realized the true nature of the situation, it's kind of leading to this, yeah, King of Pentacles on the bottom, High Priestess, and the Queen of Pentacles underneath the High Priestess. It could be that even though maybe this person wasn't who they thought they were, it's still possible for this to work. Also, it just takes some like separation, reflection. Yeah, I don't know. This energy is confusing. We had the Eight of Cups come out, so it does feel like someone's walking away. Maybe someone new comes in. Let's see. Why is the penguin hopeful? Why is the penguin looking up? Nine of Wands. Yeah, it feels like someone new. Someone new and passionate coming in to the picture, and Queen of Pentacles on the bottom, yeah. That's interesting. Temperance, so peace and harmony in the environment. Two of Wands, decisions. Seven of Wands, defenses. Knight of Swords. Might be hard to trust whoever this new person is that comes into the picture at first, anyway. Whether you trust them or not is ultimately up to you, but yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to close it out here. This is, it's interesting that Virgo's in the 10th house with all of this, because 10th house is really related to like your public image and or career, but it could be more about just like how people perceive you in this case. So there might, I feel like whatever this information is, this news, it will change the way people view someone or maybe some people. So what's the advice we can have for this situation, Spirit? Got the Star, healing, creativity. Six of Pentacles, sharing. Okay, yeah. And King of Pentacles, being secure within oneself. The Moon, through the uncertainty, through the fears, through the doubts. Yeah, so there's definitely this energy of like coming clean, like living your truth, sharing it, and being secure in it, despite your fears, your doubts, your uncertainty. Yeah, Chariot underneath the Moon. Moving forward with it. Queen of Wands, confidently. Yep. Alright, and then I'll draw some archetypes to close out the message. Oh, well, I didn't mean to cut it, but I did, and the Starborn is on the bottom, so once again, this energy of, like, baby, something being born. The Castle, 3 things were underneath, and Agape. Okay, we'll just go with these. You know what, I'll draw one more. So yeah, the Castle, this is like something hidden within 4 walls, like something inside, but it's being born, it's being released. And Agape is all about like awe, shock and awe, wonder, things like that. The fireworks are really standing out to me on here. So it's like, whatever this is, it's explosive. And it's right underneath the Star card too. So, and this looks very explosive here. So there's some element of like shock and awe associated with this as well. Okay, there we go. A couple came out. So we have the Vow and the Crone. Yeah, mother energy. And the gem on the bottom. So something of great value for sure. The creator, yeah, something of great value is being created here. Some commitment. Yeah, there's like very much like partnership, coming together, creating something new, whether this is an actual baby or like a partnership with somebody in a creative project. You could take it from that angle as well, but somebody's walking away and it feels like somebody new is entering the picture. And it seems like the advice is just to be honest about all of it through the whole situation. Like, be secure in sharing your truth. That's what I'm getting here. Despite the fear, uncertainty, doubt, the unknowns, that's what the Moon is all about. You just got to move forward, led by your heart through the unknowns, and just let whatever is coming through come through. Let it be born. Okay. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for being here. You probably hear it in my voice, but yesterday was very rough for me, and today is pretty rough as well, but I decided to do this anyway in honor of the ancestors and spirit and everything in celebration of Samhain, Halloween. So hopefully you found something valuable in this message. Thank you so much for being here. Take care of yourselves. Keep your heart open. Bye.